Handling an irate guest is a difficult part of hospitality, but cooling these situations down is a skill that can be mastered. We are focusing on 5 specific strategies: staying calm, redirection, tone, space, and knowing when to call a supervisor. Successful de-escalation is a transfer of emotional control. As this diagram shows, the guest's agitation, the red line, is stabilized by your own unwavering composure. Your goal is to lend the guest your stability until they feel enough in control to resolve the conflict. You act as an internal anchor by using deep breathing and mental grounding. Even when facing shouting or provocation, you must establish your own calm first before you can expect the guest to find theirs. Projecting that calm through neutral body language and steady eye contact creates a psychological cue for the guest. When you remain professional and unhurried, guests often begin to mirror your state, which lowers the intensity of the interaction. Without this emotional baseline, verbal strategies usually fail. Staying cool is the necessary foundation for everything that follows. Consider a guest who is aggressively venting about a delayed room and the impact it has on their travel plans. This flowchart illustrates redirection. You listen to the guest's frustration at the red node, but then pivot toward a solution. You might say, "I understand the frustration. Let's look at the room situation first so we can get this resolved quickly." There is a distinction between empathy and admitting fault. You validate the emotional impact, acknowledging that the delay is frustrating, without accepting unwarranted blame for the situation itself. This keeps the conversation focused on the fix rather than the fault. To make this effective, speak slowly and clearly. Take a short pause before you respond, and keep your voice soft. This removes the sense of confrontation and encourages the guest to listen. When you combine this validation with a focus on next steps, the interaction moves from a hostile complaint to a collaborative problem-solving session. Words are only part of the message. If your body language appears defensive, it can sabotage your attempts to de-escalate. Specific cues can inadvertently increase guest stress. As shown by the red markers on this silhouette, crossed arms or a furrowed brow signal that you are closed off or frustrated, which often provokes more aggression from the guest. Instead, use an open posture and create physical space. Taking a half step back, as indicated by the green bracket, lowers the perceived threat and gives the guest the psychological room they need to calm down. In some cases, despite these efforts, a guest may refuse to engage or make demands that exceed your authority. This is the moment to bring in a supervisor. Frame this to the guest as a way to get them what they need faster, saying, "My manager has the resources to find the best solution for this quickly." Controlling your physical presence and knowing when to escalate ensures that you maintain professional authority even in high-pressure moments. Integrating calmness, redirection, tone, space, and escalation creates a professional environment where conflicts are efficiently resolved. This graph shows guest loyalty spiking higher after a resolved conflict than if no problem occurred at all. Guests remember how they were treated when things went wrong. Remember the 5 pillars: stay calm, redirect, soften your tone, give space, and involve a supervisor. Internalizing these strategies shifts your role from simply reacting to guest complaints to actively steering difficult interactions toward a positive, lasting resolution for the guest.